Hey everyone, Jeremy here from StationOne. Just a quick video with some features that are releasing in version 0.15. A couple of minor changes, just based on our user feedback primarily. Some feature inclusions and some other bits and pieces. Firstly, just worth noting, and this is likely for future use, that we have now added some operational flags to our member. So the member can have a active and an operationally active flag set. These don't serve significant purpose right now, but obviously for future use of starting to look at differences between operational members, support members, and things like that. We have used those filters already very trivially in the crew availability. So you can now just filter out to your operational members only. When this feature rolls out, we do by default set all of your members to operational and active by default. So if you do intend to use the crew availability status filter, just be mindful, obviously, that if you want to remove those non-operational members from this view, that you will need to go in and just update their member status and set that flag on those. Due to popular demand, we have done our station kiosk. So this is effectively what it looks like. It is dynamic in nature. So effectively, as you create training events and events, the buttons will show on the landing page here. The interface refreshes itself automatically to receive new data from the backend. So if you create an event or training, it'll automatically appear on that kiosk. We've also got the provision of checking in for duty crew with the ability to select their duty crew and or other tasks that may be relevant, visitor check-in, and also the other activity check-in. So this is aligning with our brigade activities check-in to capture things that members might be doing with regards to the brigade that are not necessarily an event or a training session. So they can basically select their name from the list. And then select the reason why they're there. Likewise, if we just quickly put in a training session, where's this kiosk in here, and we'll just quickly put this in, for today. So the kiosk will automatically show basically any training or events for today, and if there's multiple, it will show multiple of those, basically allowing the members to be able to come in and log into the one that they need. So we've created that there. This would review or refresh in a couple of seconds, but you can see we've got our training session. So members can click on this, select their name, and they can check in for that. You'll see it says it'll refresh itself back to the homepage in a couple of seconds. And then also if we come back and look at that training event, you can see that this has now been updated to be attended. And we are capturing all of the activity through that kiosk interface as well. So there is a new option in your unit settings for the check-in kiosk where you can enable or disable it. You can grab its URL. And then also you've got your kiosk logs down here as well, which are filterable, and you can download them as well. So if you wanted to get your visitor log to your unit out, you can filter that and export that out of the platform. While we're in settings, we've also added an additional option to our driver logs functionality now. So we've got automated reminders of driving or inactivity with regards to driving to endorsed drivers. So if you have endorsed members to drive specific vehicles within your fleet and they have not driven that vehicle within a set period of time, so you can see we've got 1 month, 3 months, 6 months and 12 months, they'll be sent a reminder email to say you've not logged a drive, perhaps you should go for a drive. Again, this is an optional feature, so you can turn this on or off if it's something that you want to be done with your members to ensure that they're staying on top of those driving activities. We've done fairly significant uplifts to our actions interface. So the first one that you can see here is that we have added a severity status to this. And you can opt to overlay basically automated due dates over those severity statuses. You'll also see here that we've got some click to set options. So we can now use this table without having to come in and edit the action. We can basically change some of these features here just directly through this list interface. So we can set the due date, we can set the severity, we can set the status as well, and our assign to value here as well. You can see this issue or this action here has an urgent flag on it, and it's also overdue. So it's gone red, and it's also got the color code band on the left-hand side. Likewise, the non-critical has got the color code band on the side over here as well. So basically, if it's something that's monitor, you can see that we've got some little, basically some color statuses that draw your attention to those particular issues directly here in the actions list. We've also changed the info cards up here just to try and flush out any critical, unassigned, or due this week actions within the system. That's changed from, I think what was there was stock and vehicle stuff, which you can basically achieve using the filters there as well. So if we come into an action, we've added some quick actions here. So you can now still do your update as you used to be able to with the update fields, or you can do a mark resolved or a close action directly from these quick actions here as well. We've added a watches feature. So basically, in that, the person who reported or raised the action, so whoever conducted the vehicle inspection that may have generated an action as a result of something failing on that vehicle, will automatically be added to the issue. So they'll get notified when that's been resolved. And likewise, any of your admin users can now, or any users that have access to actions, can come in and watch specific actions as well. So you'll see them appear here as the watchers. They will receive the notifications in relation to that action as well. So you can just basically click the watch button, and then you'll see that I've been added to the watch list on here as well. This is basically working towards trying to cut down some of that noise in the inbox from the platform ahead of moving to some more native push notifications and things like that in the future. So the watch features there and the automatic notifications. Unit admins will still receive notifications where someone's unassigned for a period of time, and also if actions are getting significantly overdue. In that, we've also got the action settings button here now. So you can come in, you can see we can control the severity due date targets. So basically set how many days, those particular criticality tags require resolution within. We've added custom action types as well. So this was another, very frequently requested option. So basically units can now create their own actions in here. And in that, you can also choose who receives the notification for those specific notifications, for those actions. So basically from, admin users, appointment types, or specific users. And we can also decide whether this custom action type is shown on our station portal as well for members to be able to raise or report issues under this particular issue type. So that's been added now in here as well. And we've also added a notification override from the system. So you'll see there's a little docs button here. So if you come into this page here, it basically will explain the default system behavior with regards to notifications for actions and action types and who receives those. So it is worth potentially having a look through this particular document. And if you do want to change the behavior of some of those, noting that this also works in line with our feature permissions. So obviously someone who has vehicle permissions to the platform will also receive vehicle action notifications, but you can also override that now. So basically once we come in here and start overriding this, it will change the default behavior of the platform. So again, this is something that had been requested, but we do obviously suggest that you come in and read that documentation to understand exactly how that particular override system is working and how it may affect your existing notifications that are already wrapped onto those particular action categories within the platform. So quite a few changes into actions. We obviously understand this is effectively one of the real crux of the platform itself. So really looking at ways that we can make this quite performant and quite reliant and quite informative for our units in terms of being able to close out items and manage those things that may need to be done within the unit as well. So quite a little bit of work in there, and again, that's largely based on feedback, which is typically how majority of these decisions are getting made. We've also just tied in hydrants and water points into your pre-plan. So you can see now there's a water source tab. So we're basically grabbing the 4 nearest hydrants within a kilometre of the pre-plan address, and also any water points as well. So you can see I've dropped just a test water point within proximity of this particular site, and that is now showing up here. That will also show up on the station portal as well. So when your members go to look up that pre-plan, it will tell them where all of those water points are that are within close proximity to that particular site. This is also one step in the direction of supporting our specialist brigades that may have hose layers or specialist equipment and may want to know where water sources are within proximity to that particular premise. So they can be sent the link to your pre-plan and they can see this information straight up. They can click on the hydrant and they'll be shown information about the hydrant, any inspection history, any faults or anything like that that currently relates to that particular hydrant as well. So we put that in there in the latest release as well. So that's all ready to go. We've done some minor improvements with regards to our inspections. We've added a brigade member response type that was requested. We've also improved some visibility of our checkboxes and visual types within the inspection templates. We've now given the ability in our brigade availability to be able to show endorsements as well as qualifications. So previously it was from the qualifications list. You can now see we've got endorsements as well. So you might be internal BA operator, strike team leader, etc. So those options are now available to be set to this table. So you can see internal BA operator is one of those. Respond to urban fire is a qualification. So you can basically now surface those endorsements into your brigade availability table. I think that pretty much wraps it up for the version 0.15 release. There's a couple of bug fixes and various other things that are sitting within there as well. But that's the main overview of all of the features that we have introduced in this release, and we'll roll on to the next one based on all the fantastic information that we're receiving from all of the users. So thank you for sending that through. Keep sending that through, and we are proactively looking at it, reviewing it, and implementing it, obviously as quickly as we can. So thank you, and we'll see you for the next release.